Alrighty guys, so the day is finally upon us. We finally have a balanced patch for AC6's multiplayer. However, From Software being typical From Software, they failed to give us the actual stat changes for the parts affected in the patch. Today, we'll be going over some of the stat changes for the most influential parts in PvP. First off, we have to talk about the Zimmerman. Its attack power has been reduced from 900 to 800, impact from 840 to 620, a cumulative impact from 420 to 360. And lastly, directed adjustment has been reduced from 205 to 180. I think these changes are a step in the right direction. Two Zimmermans won't be able to fully stagger an AC from one burst anymore, and they also won't be able to punish their own stagger nearly as hard. However, I still don't see a reason to use Haldemans over Zimmermans. I wish From Software made the Zimmermans more of the long-range, accurate shotgun with reduced damage, and the Haldeman more of a shorter-range shotgun with higher damage. That, or just make them heavier, so the person using them has to really pay for their all-around good stats. The Stun Needle Launcher's impact has been reduced from 807 to 641, a cumulative impact from 437 to 399, and most importantly, its directed adjustment has been reduced from 225 to 195. I did a test against the Trainer AC, and now 2 SNAs to 7k AP on stagger, as opposed to 8k from before the patch. These are good changes and allow for other back weapons to shine when it comes to stagger punishes. Torinos see a very small change, with their guidance being reduced from 120 to 110. They were a little harder to dodge on worse connections, so hopefully the small reduction in tracking means dodging them will be more consistent. I personally could have done with a slight reduction in impact as well. Everyone's favorite wheelchair Lakes, the Fortaleza, has been massively nerfed. Its shell defense has been reduced from 395 to 345, energy defense from 371 to 311, explosive defense from 380 to 314, and stability from 872 to 822. I do find these changes quite agreeable, and I like that they kept its theme of being very fast tank legs, but now its defense is more appropriately balanced for its insane speed. The Nebula has been my favorite threes gun, and has been gaining lots of traction as of late. It might be the most ridiculous and overpowered weapon for threes, and is very strong in ones as well. Its charge shot see an appropriate nerf. Charged attack power has been decreased from 1908 to 1716, charged impact from 1152 to 840, and charged cumulative impact from 612 to 432. The large reduction in charge impact means that two Nebulas can't easily stagger their opponent. It's a change that's much needed. Their charge time has also been slightly lengthened, which I forgot to show in this graphic. Another absolute terror in the threes environment. The Coral Nukes have seen a big nerf as well. Their charge attack power has been reduced from 4,999 to 4,087. Charge impact and a cumulative impact from 3,168 to 2,496. And directed adjustment from 185 to 165. These changes make it so it can't instantly stun heavy quads or tanks, and nerfs its damage potential overall. Very much welcomed for threes. The most annoying weapon in the game, Aperitif, has seen slight nerfs to its missile tracking and reload time. Guidance has been reduced from 220 to 180, and reload time from 5 seconds to 6.5 seconds. I honestly don't find these too hard to dodge, but I like the nerf to their reload time, and I wish they would do less impact when they hit as well. Maybe in a future patch. The Ephemera has seen a drastic nerf, which I found odd because AC6 is a heavyweight dominant game. Its AP has been reduced from 3110 to 2710, energy defense reduced from 452 to 382, explosive defense from 430 to 350, and stability reduced from 363 to 353. I would have preferred seeing other lightweight cores get buffed instead of seeing the Ephemera getting nerfed so harshly. Either way, it's still going to be a very useful core to use, due to its insane energy multipliers. Lastly, the Quad Lakes have gotten an AP nerf. I'm only showing the Varel here since it's the more popular quad. The Varel's AP has been reduced from 6850 to 5250, which is a pretty sizable change. Other more broad changes from the patch include faster velocities for bazookas and grenade rifles. Heads see a buff to system recovery and stability across the board, which should help in lowering staggers and lowering the amount of time stun guns proc. Arms see better recoil control across the board, which will help high recoil, high precision weaponry like the linear rifles become more accurate. Biped legs and RJs now have increased stability across the board, with bipeds also seeing increased jump distance. Boosters now have better vertical thrust across the board, which will help against fighting aerial missile boats. Lightweights will now recover built-up stagger even faster, while heavyweights will recover it even slower, a very good change. Boost speed adjustments according to weight. I did check the 75,000 weight threshold and that's still very much in effect, but I think they've raised the lower threshold so now real lightweights can see even better speed gains. Decreased top speed while on overboost for heavier ACs is very nice. Hopefully this means heavy bipeds and quads can't rush you down as easily with Burzel. Less range for quad kicks is very much welcome. In that same vein, I also really enjoy the kick steal less stagger as well. Decreasing the defense bonus you get while on an overboost is also great. And then, last but not least, they have increased the active time for terminal armor. Fuck. Anyways guys, that wraps it up for this quick patch breakdown. Hopefully we all have a better experience now with AC6. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fly high, Ravens.